Hi! How are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
You must have missed that it's 45 through there, and then you use the turning lane to cut through traffic. Yep. I understand you're in a nice car and everything, but let's be a little more mature the way you drive. Let's drive the right way then.
Are you a cop?
Don't worry about what I am, because I'm a state agent.
Jeremy, do it. Just don't do it, man. Stop doing it, do it. Seriously. What is up, everybody? I am Just.that.officer. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about Jeremy Dewitte. If you don't know who Jeremy Dewitte is, there's several videos of him on YouTube. He's become very famous for impersonating law enforcement. So I wasn't sure if I was ever going to make a video about this guy, but then I recently saw a clip of him on Dr. Phil. So recently he went on Dr. Phil to basically plead his case that he's not impersonating law enforcement. So that got my attention a little bit because I'm a motor officer and he was on a motorcycle explaining how his motorcycle doesn't look like a law enforcement motorcycle. Well, we'll see about that, Jeremy. So to bring you back a little bit kind of on Jeremy's story here, back about when he was like 18 years old, he got arrested for impersonating a law enforcement officer. Basically, he was at a gas station, got gas, tried to swipe his card, it didn't go through, couldn't pay for it. He showed a badge, stated he was a law enforcement officer, said that his state card didn't work. He would be back to pay for the gas. Well, he never went back to pay for the gas. Cops tracked him down, found out that he impersonated a law enforcement officer and charged him with that and not paying for the gasoline. There was like $14 worth of gas or something like that. So that's where it all started. I think he also mentioned that he wanted to be in the police academy, or he was in the police academy during that time when he got arrested. I'm not 100% sure on that. But basically any chance that he ever had of being a law enforcement officer was out the door once you impersonate a law enforcement officer. Yeah, there's really no chance of you ever becoming an actual law enforcement officer. He's created this company called Metro State. So it sounds very much like a law enforcement agency, but he's called it Metro State. It actually seems like it's a very successful company. He's got several police cars and everything like that that look like law enforcement cars. But he's kind of finding little loopholes into be able to do this service and basically act as a law enforcement officer when you're not really a law enforcement officer. And it's starting to catch up to him, and it has been catching up to him. And he's facing several charges of impersonating a law enforcement officer. This guy just can't seem to stay away from law enforcement. He always seems to find himself in trouble. So we're going to check some of those things out in this video. We're going to check a couple clips out on Dr. Phil. I can't show you everything on Dr. Phil because he's a savage and he will probably make me remove this video. So we're not going to do that, but we will show a couple clips in there. So let's just check out these videos. Let's just get into it.
And I want you to pay attention. Let's just see how sharp all of you are.
Okay, so right here, he puts these pictures up showing you different professions, right? And he does this to his audience. It's obviously COVID-19 times, so they're all on webcams. But he does this, and everybody's like, well, I saw a nurse, a doctor, a police officer, and so forth. And then basically he's like, yeah, that's not a police officer, that's a funeral escort, something. But yeah, basically that's what he does there.
Law enforcement is accusing myself and my contractors of impersonating law enforcement. Nothing could be further from the truth.
Himself and his contractors for impersonating law enforcement, and nothing could be further from the truth. This man is wearing a Motor Wings thin blue line flag. Thin blue line is a symbol of law enforcement. Not a law enforcement officer. Couldn't be anything further from the truth, though. This is the clip, part of the clip that I saw, which got my attention to this.
The Motor Wings, yeah, that is correct.
It says Metro State here.
Yes, sir.
And it says Vehicle Protection Unit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, where'd you get this image?
That image was actually one of the images that most motorcycle companies use from funeral escort companies throughout the U.S., and that was one that we used as well.
Well, most motorcycle cops and like highway patrol and all use that image as well, right?
Only in California and another, I think, Ohio. However, most agencies use the shield that they use. Florida doesn't have that logo at all.
All right. And what is this?
Only in California and Ohio But Florida doesn't have that logo at all. Those are the motor wings. Those are the wings that you get pinned on you once you complete motorcycle school, police motorcycle school. But those motor wings, that symbol is literally on my motorcycle. Here's a picture. That's my motorcycle. That's that logo. So very, very similar, and that's a Florida motorcycle. So you're wrong there. Wrong.
Black and white is a very rare, almost not found at all law enforcement style motorcycle. So
Yeah.
we went with the black and motorcycles to make sure that we were very different than local law enforcement in Florida.
So you wanted this to differentiate.
Correct, yes, sir. In fact, we went with this style motorcycle instead of a Harley Davidson because Harleys is what's used by South Florida law enforcement or Florida law enforcement. This bike is more of a East Coast bike, and of course, we're not doing funeral escorts in the East Coast.
I'll give him benefit of the doubt. I'll say he was trying to say West Coast, but he just said that he doesn't do funeral escorts on the East Coast. I'm not sure, but no, I am sure. Florida is on the East Coast, so you do funeral escorts on the East Coast. Those motorcycles do exist on the East Coast. I've seen them, and black and white is a very common color for law enforcement officers. It looks a lot like a law enforcement bike, except for the fact that it does have the purple and amber lights, which does state in statute funeral escorts, the people who are escorting the funerals can have those lights and are required to have those lights. They can't have red and blues, things like that. So he's following it in that sense. But I mean, to a normal average citizen, this guy looks like a law enforcement officer.
We've gone out of our way to make sure we don't resemble law enforcement. High-vis shirts and purple flashing lights aren't used by your local law enforcement.
Once again, gone out of our way to not look like a law enforcement officer with high-vis shirts and purple flashing lights. Okay. But high-vis shirts are used as law enforcement. Not most agencies don't have high-vis shirts, but there are some out there that do, as a motorcycle unit, have high-vis shirts that look very, very, very much like that. So Dr. Phil brings him in and has his uniform set up, and he's basically showing him a real law enforcement officer's uniform and this uniform and how very much similar they are. And he continues to argue and say that, you know, that it's different, it's not the same, you know, most of them don't wear this and so forth. And I mean, that looks like a law enforcement officer's uniform, very much so. And then this is his high vis. I have that exact same jacket. I have the exact same jacket that says police on the back. It says Metro State. All of this looks very much like it belongs to a law enforcement agency. Now you can see on the table there is some kind of gun looking thing that is a pepper ball gun. But when it's in the holster, it looks like a dang high point to me. You know, a crappy high point, but it looks like a firearm. And he had that one on display there. But the one he actually carries doesn't have that yellow on it. It's all black. So it looks more like a handgun. And also you see handcuffs there. Why do you have handcuffs if you have no authority to make an arrest? He has no authority to make an arrest whatsoever. Why is he carrying handcuffs? Well, he tries to argue the fact that he's never used them, like his attorney is there. He tries to argue the fact that he's never used them or anything like that. But why do you have them if you're never going to use them or you can't use them? You know, it's because he wants to look like a cop. All right, so if you look at the badge here, if you've ever seen End of Watch, you can recognize the badge. Let's go to images. And look at their badge there. It's the same thing. He just changed the words around. You know, it says Metro State on top instead, and you know, it's the Los Angeles badge. Yeah, it's a different area from Florida, but it still looks like a police badge. Go check out Dr. Phil's videos because it's just very, very entertaining. The way he rips into this guy and says, just, dude, you look like a cop. You look like you're impersonating a cop. And then he shows videos of him impersonating a law enforcement officer, which we're gonna go watch right now.
Lost my new credit card.
Boom! Badge in the wallet. I'm sure he uses that quite often to get out of things or impersonate law enforcement. But it's allegedly impersonating a law enforcement officer.
Oh, that guy's doing that shit? Give me a second. Stay there, stand Hi! How are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
You must have missed that it's 45 through there, and then you use the turning lane to cut through traffic. I understand you're in a nice car and everything, but let's be a little more mature the way you drive. Let's drive the right way then.
Are you a cop?
Don't worry about what I am, because
no.
I'm a state agent. So
Yeah, well,
what you
you're
need to
not.
do is make sure you're doing the right thing, fuck boy.
that black Porsche. Fucking, he came so close to hitting me, and then he uses the fucking straight lane to cut off cars, and then he's fucking talking shit. Punk ass bitch. You need to.
He came real close to hitting you? So close to hitting you? Seems like he was all the way in there to the lane. Didn't come close to hitting you at all.
Nah, he ain't about that life. He's with that bullshit, but he ain't about that life.
Fuckboy?
Yeah,
That's real nice.
yeah, I know.
Real professional.
The way you almost hit me, fuckboy,
Yeah?
is the way it's professional, bitch ass.
You're not a cop.
You wanna fight?
Violating the fucking rule too.
How's that?
You're gonna act like you're fucking stopping me.
I didn't pull you over. Did I make a traffic stop on you, fuckboy?
Fuck off.
Yeah,
fuckboy.
you're lucky I don't get out and beat. Come on, let's go, bitch. Get out your fucking car. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Fuckboy,
That's
get
what
out.
you do.
I'm calling you out, bitch.
Come on, follow me, motherfucker. Come on. Follow me, motherfucker. Come on.
That's what I thought.
Let's go.
Yeah, get out anytime. I got off my bike.
Let's go.
Okay, fucker.
Follow me, motherfucker.
Oh, anywhere you want to go. Right there. We go straight, bitch.
I'm right over here.
Light screen, pussy fuck.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Oh my god, dude. This guy just talked all this smack, man. He's like, anywhere you want to go, man, let's go, let's go. Light turns green, guy leaves. He just sits there in silence. It's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. This guy is in no way, shape, or form a law enforcement officer, yet he's going after a car because he did a traffic violation, right? He changed lanes near an intersection. He said he was speeding. We don't know his actual speed. But either way, you're not a law enforcement officer. You're not certified to stop people and talk to them about those things. You're just not. Basically, he asked him if he was a law enforcement officer. He didn't say no. He just said, I'm a state agent or something like that. But you're basically working around the words of officer and working around the way of you still looking like an officer, but not really saying that you're an officer. So why just not say, no, I'm not a police officer?
Get over.
Pulling guards over.
Yeah, go. You better figure it out. What are you doing? What the fuck does it look like I'm doing, dumb fuck? Get the fuck over before you find out.
Stop pretending you're a police officer.
Listen,
Stop
motherfucker, I know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. What you need to do is figure it the fuck out before you start talking shit and cutting us off.
I'm not cutting anyone
Go
off.
ahead and pull your little phone out,
I'm not
do your
cutting
little
anyone
Google search and figure out what we're doing and what
I
we
know what you're
legally
doing.
allow. Good. Then back off and give us room.
I'm not.
You're
I'm not interfering with you at all.
you are by
You are
running along.
blocking- You've been blocking traffic.
Yeah, I need you to stay to the side, sir.
Dude,
That's what the legal
I'm
law
gonna call
is.
the police.
Go back and look it up.
I'm gonna call the
316.
police on you. I'm
Good.
gonna call
Call
the sheriff
them.
now.
Please, 911 right now.
I'm not calling
Go ahead.
911.
Call the 911 right now.
I'm not going to call 911.
Tell them it's on
not
video
emergency.
too. Let them know all this. It's on
fine.
video. We also
You
have
guys
your
need to
tag
stop
number.
blocking
So
traffic.
please let me know.
Escort you to your duty.
Watch this.
All right, before we get into that, this guy's trying to pull. He's trying to pull this car over, and he's in the rightful lane. He's not in the fetal possession. Sometimes cars get mixed in the fetal possession. They can get out. But he's still trying to act like a law enforcement officer. He's still trying to pull him over and things like that. He can't do that stuff. Can't.
Right in front of the Daytona Beach unit. Do me a favor, hold off on the police siren until we're out of their jurisdiction. Everyone, hot lanes, hot lanes, hot lanes, hot lanes. Drew, got it, you got it. ASAP, where the fuck are you going? All right, Star, pull over with us. Let's get some body footage of the cars racing by. Especially ASAP, get off your bike with the body camera footage of the cruiser. We just shut down fucking 90 fucking motherfucking 5 and not a motherfucking. Let's go tell him we outrank him. Oh, he's construction. Okay, listen, photo, repo. I want you to pull now that it's shut down. Pull very. Yeah, well, I can promise you, there's cops coming right now somewhere. FHP's en route somewhere from somewhere. What is this? What event is this? This is a funeral for somebody that owned Corvette, right? Goddamn, you goddamn fucking right it is. Goddamn right. Somebody that designed Corvettes died. I can't control the statute. The statute says that you want to get to the front and find out who it is. I don't know. Yeah, cremations are in the lead car. Cremations are in the lead car. Make contact with, make 1025 with the lead vehicle. Look at that old ass fucking Stingray. When we made contact with Daytona Beach PD, the motors, they already knew what we were doing, and they even knew how we were doing it, and they were okay with it. I'm like, what? Roger. Drew, left lane hard to the first.
Duped by his own body camera. He's sitting there the whole time talking smack that he's doing something illegal. He's blocking an entire highway for escorting these Corvettes, not an actual funeral. He's basically stating that if we get stopped or the cops ask us questions, there's ashes in the front Corvette. That's where they're at. This is a funeral for a guy who owned a Corvette. It was part of the Corvette. Things like that. So these Corvette people probably paid this guy a good sum of money to escort them without any issues to go through. I don't know entirely, but he's sitting there bragging that they're illegally doing this, saying that the cops are coming from somewhere. Yeah, you cannot block an entire highway for your funeral escort. So guys, I want to know what you think. Do you guys think this guy looks like a law enforcement officer? Or is he doing it right? Does he look like a security escort service division? Let me know what you think down below in the comments because I'm real curious. But oh, and if you guys stayed this long, I really appreciate you. You guys are the true JTO squad, and I really appreciate it. So that being said, if you guys notice something different about this particular video that I made from my previous videos, if you can guess what it is, I'm gonna send you something. But only if you're in the United States. Sorry for my friends overseas, I just can't send you something. So if you are in the United States, comment down below what you think is different about this video. If you get it right, I'm gonna send you something. It's gonna be a surprise. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna send you, but it'll be cool. So thanks again guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.